Good morning, Marvelwood School. This morning I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Round Square International, which is an organization that Marvelwood just rejoined. We were members of Round Square in the 1980s, and now we have rejoined through the encouragement of some past parents and former students. So what is Round Square? Round Square is a group of 150 independent schools in 40 countries on 6 continents. Some of the schools that are also members of Round Square that you might recognize are the Hotchkiss School, Deerfield Academy, the Hackley School, and Oprah Winfrey's Leadership Academy for Girls. So these schools are all dedicated to the 6 ideals of education that Kurt Hahn developed. And he believed that school was more than just what you learn in the classroom, sitting at desks and looking at books. And he thought school was more holistic. And so other important things that you learn are in the outdoors and in the environment, in your dorms as residents and participants in the school program, and through service to others. So this is a network to collaborate with like-minded schools from around the world. And so first, let's talk about Kurt Hahn's 6 ideals. So what are these ideals that all these schools commit themselves to? Internationalism, democracy, environmentalism, adventure, leadership, and service. So those words all remind me a lot about Marvelwood, and here are some images and reminders of how we encompass these ideals. So here's a picture from internationalism. There's Eleanor on making some dumplings for Chinese New Year, I believe. And we participate in lots of different holiday celebrations and teaching each other about our culture and different cultures. 27% of our population is international, so that gives us a lot of opportunity to learn about what goes on beyond the borders of the United States. There's some photos of your student council representatives and the judicial council representatives, and these students were all elected by their peers. Democracy means that we are a government of our people. So this is a student-run student government, and we are very proud of the leadership that these students show and the participation of all our students in the governing of our school. Environmentalism is very important. We see some students here, former student Sean Grazer with Miss Doss and some Purple Martin houses. Dr. Kennedy and some students were working together on Skip Tucker in the other photo. And these are all opportunities that we have to enjoy our environment and to protect it. We do a lot of work with the Sharon Land Trust and the Kent Land Trust so that our neighbors remain wildlife instead of developments. And we also work to maintain the blueberries in an organic garden so that we can learn about our environment and how to live in harmony with it. Adventure is very important to the Marvelwood student. We have some great surroundings that give us opportunities for our students to use our low ropes course right here on campus. That photo is from new student orientation. And our seniors also participated in using the low ropes during their senior orientation and also went on to a high ropes course later. We participate in rec sports. You can see some students canoeing. We've got Guy and Victoria and Max canoeing over the summer. And we offer a lot of different ways for students to get involved in adventures through outdoor sports and their competitive sports. Leadership is a great thing that many students develop here during their time at Marvelwood, whether it's by being a team captain. You can see Danny with her captain's badge on her leg as she leads the soccer team, to being a prefect in the dorm, to being a leader in community service. There's Noah holding his community service cup that he earned last year as part of the fire department. So we give students lots of opportunities to be leaders, whether it's in the dorm, through service, in the classroom, or on the athletic field. Service is one of my favorite parts of Marvelwood and something that has been part of Marvelwood for as long as we've been around. We participate in service every week, but then we also get those guiding eyes for the blind puppies. There's Kristen with a puppy at her community service activity. And then we also do some activities that are single day events but raise money for certain causes. There's Anya with Talia at the Princess Tea, and the Princess Tea is one of those events that just brings together the entire community to work towards raising money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, but also is just so much fun to see all the little girls dressed in their princess outfits and the little boys dressed in their superhero costumes, and anybody that wants to be involved can be involved. So what's next? Round Square has an international conference each year, and next year's conference is being held in Switzerland at Aglen College. And we are hoping to send 2 students, a male and a female, from next year's junior class to represent Marvelwood at this conference. We are hoping to also host a hunger banquet next fall. And eventually we would like students to have opportunities to participate in community service projects that are international and to participate in international exchanges. Mr. Russell participated in a community service project in the summer of 1987 before he started his senior year at Marvelwood, and he went to an Indian reservation out in Montana and lived there for several weeks where he was doing service and also learning about the culture and customs of the people that he was staying with. And so we would like some of our students to be able to participate in some of these service projects, as well as some of these international exchanges where students could study abroad for a week, a month, a year to learn more about different cultures. So how can you get involved? Well, talk to Mr. Russell or Mr. Tynes. They are both helping run Round Square and get us off the ground. And I would really encourage sophomores to apply to go to the Round Square International Conference in 2016 in Switzerland. It's going to be an amazing opportunity for leadership and to build connections and friendships around the world. Applications for that process will be coming out soon, and Mr. Russell and Mr. Tynes will give you more information about that. And you can always email me to ask me questions. So I'm really excited about Marvelwood's participation in Round Square and to see where we can bring this. I hope you guys are all doing well. Have a great day.